Submitted for your approval. I am James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. and I'm coming at you with a video that is most definitely a thing. I would advise that if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, you may want to consider subscribing to this channel. And for those of you who are into more material possessions, we have merch. Links down in the description below. As you can tell by my tone of voice, we are being most fancy today. Borderline mature, if you will. The reason for that is because we're going to be covering weird games that are on the PS Vita. What does weirdness have to do with common cool voices, you may ask? I have no idea, but I figured I would just do it anyway, because why not? But you heard that correctly, we're about to be entering the weird and bizarre of the PlayStation Vita. Games that are just completely weird, or maybe games you may not want to play in public around other people, or maybe both. But before I begin, I would like to ask you, what weird PlayStation Vita games have you played in the past? You can embarrassingly state so down in the comment section below. Now, let us begin with the first game of the Bazaar. And that will go to Tokyo Tattoo Girls. Yes, you heard me right. Tokyo Tattoo Girls. It's already getting pretty weird up in here. A game all about conquering lands by putting tattoos on the back of scantily clad anime females. Oh, that's pretty weird if you ask me, but that's why it's on this list. Develop your companion skills by giving her powerful tattoos and battle the syndicate to escape the city in Tokyo Tattoo Girls. Oh, I'm already enthralled. And maybe even partly aroused. But what can you expect when you're throwing scantily clad women like this in my face? I'm only human, you know. Although not as tempted as I possibly could be, because Sony, in their infinite amounts of censorship, has only given this game a T rating, while the Steam version got what was appropriate, if you get my drift. Nah, not really. They neutered it too with a teen rating. We can always imagine, though, what could have been. But all that aside, playing a tactical game like this with tattoos is pretty bizarre, if you ask me. What's that? You didn't ask me, you say? Oh, well, I guess we have no choice but to move on to the next game then. And the next game is just all full of weirdness. This is Gun Pixies, a game where you play tiny alien fairies who have come down to Earth in order to get others to get married. Wow, that's pretty odd. Tiny but mighty aliens have come to Earth to learn about humans and save their own mother world. In a unique spin on third-person shooters, it will be up to you to infiltrate a college girls' dormitory and research human behavior by shooting them with happy bullets in their rooms, or their baths. And when they say happy bullets, well, it may or may not just make the girls feel kind of funny. But not as funny as I'm feeling right now just talking about this game. Oh, and did I mention that the outfits that some of the characters wear on this game would not really be college dormitory appropriate. But we'll just leave that between them and the sheriff's office. Game developers, why? Why did you feel the need to have to do this to me? But I'm glad you did. We now move on from playing tiny alien fairies trying to get other people to get married to a game where you play a mayonnaise jar. Or, more appropriately, tap a mayonnaise jar. Oh, I tap that. Literally. This is My Name is Mayo. Oh, I would never have guessed just by looking at you. This is a clicking adventure that simulates the real-life tapping of a mayo jar, just like in real life. I love it when games are realistic like that. You will unveil its story, and maybe you will learn from it. Getting a little philosophical now, aren't we? If you are looking for a next-generation gameplay experience in an engrossing open-world environment, well, this is not that game. This is the touching story about a mayonnaise jar. Each time you tap the mayonnaise jar, you will unlock random facts, discover the 4 different storylines, unlock 50 unique achievements, collect trading card sort of things, compete with your friends and the world on the online leaderboards. I want everybody to know that my mayonnaise jar is superior to yours. This game is rated T for partial nudity. That's the opposite of normal, I believe. Might I also add that you have the ability to dress up your mayonnaise jar in questionable attire, such as thongs and bikinis. Devs, I have no words. Not wanting to stay down for long though, I demand that we play more games about alien fairies. Japan, what is it with you? Gun Double Piece is what this title is about, but you'll never know what it's truly about without experiencing it. And the creepier you say that, the more enjoyment you'll get from it. A rail shooter with a difference. Oh, getting all Asian English on us now, are we, description? Replacing bullets with pheromone shots. Yes, you heard me right. We're actually going there. And enemies with giddy love-obsessed schoolgirls. Yep, we're going there too. Every love letter and advancing kiss drains your energy. Repel them while upgrading your power-ups, and take part in outrageously lewd minigames to find your true love. And as we all know, the only way you can find your true love in life is by playing lewd minigames. I just assumed this was common knowledge to everyone by now. And if it wasn't, well, there you go. If you ask me, it's gotten pretty odd in here. I think I've had enough weirdness for one day. I'm now gonna go back to my normal lifestyle, when I sit on the bus all day, staring at random strangers while in a trench coat. But before I do that, I would like to ask you, again that is, what weird games have you played on the PlayStation Vita? Which ones make you feel a little funny? Or maybe just totally creeped out? Let me know on the comment section thing. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really does mean a lot to me. And I love each and every one of you. And I shall see you next time, if my parole officer doesn't get on me again about the whole bus thing. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who are so wonderful I'm about to say their name out loud. And those people are Eric DeWitt, Tasha Monty, Ronan Alganto, Juan M. Hermosillo, Burzin Mystery, Silica. Oh, would you look at that? We have more. Larry Anderson, Rodrigo Vera, Sculpture Tugel TCG, David Ray, Mario Cruz, Aaron Swanson, Adam Thury, Wendy K, Jelle, Heston Joseph, Per Sterner, Lori Sweeney, Kevin Enright, E-Rock, Richard Cruz, Jared Haddo, JR, PS Vita S, Joshua Williams, and Kyle Brooks, Adam Sondy, Clayton Merlarkey, Saul Ramirez, Hemdall Imbert, Hero Acer, BMF, Phantom XRS, Gutter Drums, Matt Fox, Makis Blob, B Mystery, Reiko Star, Milk Sama, and Neo Arashi. If you would be interested in supporting this channel, and maybe even seeing your name on this end screen here, although if you wish to remain anonymous, I can provide that service as well, then make sure to check the links down in the description below, where I have various ways for you to accomplish this down below. And by the by, I was only joking when I mentioned that phrase about my parole officer. Well, not really.